Look at
And
my
there
light
we
it.
are live. And there we are. Yay. Oh, man. I'm annoyed. I'm down to my last elf bar.
Oh no, where the fuck did my breeze go? Lolita. Fuck. Is it in my purse? Shit.
I don't know.
Yes. So elf bars and breezes. I like both.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I can't get them in California.
yeah, you
Can't
have to
get them
go
in
to that one
California.
special spot that I won't name that we went to before.
Yeah. And hope that it'll be like, yo, you still got the shit, you know.
You got my thing.
Got
This
got the
is
shit, man.
this is available in most gas stations. This is called a Breeze Vape, and this one is pineapple coconut. So if you want to know if I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, I do.
Oh, excellent. Oh, a vast strange love and ahoy, blonde artist. We are live today, shivering the timbers with Horror Mom. Oh man, good lord.
Who's been listening to a lot of protest music.
I
Fight
don't,
the power.
I don't fucking blame you. Like, again, good reports from L.A. As in, let me put it this way: morale in L.A. is high.
Yes,
You know,
I
it's
actually
very high. I was surprised. Like there was an incident in San Francisco that happened where somebody got run over but was not injured. That was not seriously injured,
ah,
but they did get run over
not great.
by ice. You
Fuck
know,
ice.
fuck ice, man. Like the only
They
ice we
shut
need is iced tea.
they ice shut down a Mexican restaurant that I frequent, and I was pissed off for an entire week.
Good God.
I and the community rallied around the restaurant and like got it back open, but Jesus fucking Christ, that sucks. And then we have, a concentration camp just in Florida.
Yeah, yeah, just hanging out there, just waiting. And
No,
the
no,
thing
no, no,
is,
no. It's a detention center. No, it's a concentration
it's a
camp.
concentration camp.
Fuck you.
That's what, a detention center would be like a regular prison for like criminals, for people
I
who have been to a trial and found guilty,
compare
you know.
that to some of the photos out of Germany, and you're like, yikes, that's
Yikes.
reminiscent.
Yeah. Like it's very weird. We're like well into the world of American fascism right now, but we're just starting our concentration camp game because like it's still mainly tents, isn't it? You
No,
know?
this is a fully fledged facility with,
Oh, Jesus
walls
Christ.
and shit.
So this is not Alligator Alcatraz.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about
you are
alligator
talking about
Alcatraz.
Alligator Alcatraz. I thought, oh man, oh God. Oh, so they got
Yeah.
an actual alligator Auschwitz. Yeah. They have
Yep.
incinerator. Are you fucking sitting? Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Yeah, they built incinerators. And the first reports are coming from like people inside, and they're like, we haven't been able to bathe in 4 days.
Oh my God.
It's fucking terrible.
That is, oh my God. I don't even know what to say at this point. Well, life, liberty,
I'm
and the
just,
pursuit of happiness was good for a while, folks.
I'm investing in jelly beans.
Yeah.
This is fucking bullshit.
It's so bullshit. It's so bullshit. And like,
It is funny to see though on TikTok people that are turning their back on MAGA, and I'm like, thank you, go to therapy. You were in a cult.
mm-hmm, gonna need it. I was actually watching a documentary on cults the other day. Each episode, different cult. Last episode I watched, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah,
Jehovah's Witnesses. And
cult.
man, very, very. Like one of the things that bothers me about the thing that's religion or child sex trafficking ring, you decide.
Man.
That's the Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, like that's something I
That's a
noticed.
couple different cults, though.
Yeah. Like, well, any cult that's like Christian, you're like, yeah, there's child raping going on.
Oh, fuck. What was it? Oh, God, I lost his name. Waco Sacred Sperm.
Oh, Branch Davidians.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that I can go Waco Sacred Sperm. And
Yep.
then you're immediately like, oh, I know.
Yeah. Branch Davidians,
Can
the
you identify
LDS
this bucket
church.
of your leader? Fucking hell.
Oh
When
man.
Hale Bop seems like normal in comparison,
Well, at least they just killed themselves, right?
cut your balls off and meet me behind the comet. I'm kind of for it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, just go. Just go. Although, can you imagine what the. So apparently, a lot of them had like Silicon Valley jobs. Can you imagine what work would have been like the next day? It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
seriously.
man, what happened to Bob? You know, like what
Yeah.
happened to Andrew? Why aren't they? Oh, they must be sick. You turn on the news and you're like, huh. Well, I guess he damn killed himself. Well, TPS reports they can write themselves. Back to work, boys.
But
You
to
know?
be fair, and this is one of the darkest things I've ever done, Josh, it was the first time he came over to my house, and there was a trend of, can I play some white noise? And then people playing like a woman yelling at a Starbucks and shit. And I said, can I play my white noise? And first I played the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Wow, wow. And the next
Yeah.
one I played the Jonestown Suicide Tape.
With fucking Jim Jones. And we will all go off to
There's no
heaven.
need to fear.
Here.
There's no
Yeah.
need to fear. Why are y'all crying? We're going to the better place. Like, I fucking find Jim Jones goddamn fucking fascinating. Just for the fact that, like, do you know about his civil rights work and shit?
Yeah, of course.
It's like he was actually like at one point a decent guy.
Or he was at least pretending to be one, you know?
And then way down that roller coaster. Just what the fuck happened there?
I sometimes wonder if. Well, okay, so I got a thing. I'm like, I do believe that all culture comes from cult. All culture was a cult at one point. It's just that you're kind of supposed to get past the cult stage.
Yeah.
In order for it to be self-sustaining for multiple generations.
Think about the
And
worshippers of Dionysus, the different Greek gods.
yeah, exactly. And the difference seems to be when it centers around a singular ruler or set of rulers, you've got yourself a major problem, because that seems to be when, like, the child sex trafficking and the fucking suiciding starts to happen. I also saw another documentary all about the the cult behind the sarin gas attack in Japan.
Oh shit.
That was wild.
What's the name of this show? I want to check it out.
Oh, hold on. It's
Or at
on
least where is
Netflix.
it?
It's
Okay.
on the Netflix. Sarin gas cult. I've forgotten the name. Oh, AUM, the cult at the end of the world. It it's
This is the kind.
interesting because it's one of those cases where you're like, okay, on the one hand, this probably wouldn't have happened. When you watch the documentary, you're like, this specific cult wouldn't have gotten this far in America.
Yeah.
Because like the minute you start getting the things to make things like sarin gas, like the FBI is beating down your door.
Yeah.
You got to be a little more circumspect. Like there's a reason why the Oklahoma City bombing did work, but this wouldn't, because he used commercially available fertilizers and stuff. And while that was enough to like raise an eyebrow, it wasn't technically enough for them to just go in guns blazing. Like with the
Right. And
cult, if they had been in America, it would have been guns blazing.
yeah,
And it
but
turns out, guess who was helping them?
who?
Russia. Russia was helping them.
Surprise, surprise, comrade.
Surprise, surprise, comrade. Is us again. you know?
Fuck. The thing about the Oklahoma City bombing thing, though, I got two stories about it because I lived in Oklahoma. How fun is that? Actually, three. There were cracks in the foundation of my dad's office building from the bombing,
From the
which was,
bombing? Oh,
yeah.
geez.
And that was before he was fucking there. And they were like, you see those cracks? This makes this a historical site. This is how far the blast went. I'm like, fuck. That's crazy. Um,
Damn.
but first, the other reason why red flags weren't raised was his brother had a farm.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was the
There was
excuse
there was a
for
reason for them to have large amounts of fertilizer, even if the amount of fertilizer he was ordering was a little questionable.
it's like I've never worked a farm before. Doo-doo-doo. But I got kicked out of the opening of the Oklahoma City bombing memorial. I went with my school, right? And they wrote it off like a field trip. So I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And I'm like, yep, my parents will sign whatever paper. I get the fuck out of school for the day and I get to
Right,
go eat
right.
Red Lobster with my dad after we're done.
It's
Fuck
awesome.
yes. Totally down. We're at the opening of the Oklahoma City bombing memorial and I'm like, fuck, right? I also ended up in the paper with the rest of my class as the kids that were like there, right? And this high school class got to go to the opening, and I'm like, well, my teacher took me aside and he's like, what's wrong with you?
What did
And
you
I'm like,
do?
what do you mean, what's wrong with me? He's like, your classmates are in tears. You know, you don't seem as emotionally affected as everyone else is. And I'm like, well, it happened when I was two. That's one thing. It happened when they were two. Um, and I was in fucking Ohio. Do you know where your dad's office is? Why? You can just walk there. You're getting the A for the day. You're getting the A for the
What did
project.
you
Don't worry about it.
do?
I wasn't emotionally affected enough by the Oklahoma City bombing to stay with my class at
What?
the Oklahoma City bombing memorial. And I'm
What?
like,
That's ridiculous.
so that was fun. And then I didn't bother to call my dad. I just walked around Oklahoma City until I found his office and went, hey, they kicked me out of the bombing memorial. And he's like, "Ah, why?" Because I don't care enough about it because I was a baby and I'm not from here. All right, where do you want to go for lunch? Like, that was it. That was the whole
Yeah,
conversation.
okay, so basically it was like me and the Challenger explosion. Like the Challenger explosion happened and I was like, huh. Oh, I guess they
That,
do crash. Because I had wondered, I had wondered just what the odds were that there would be a disaster that like killed a bunch of astronauts, and then eventually it happened, and so I was like, oh, I guess it does happen. Well, that's not great. And I was also I think probably one of the first kids to understand the explanation of what happened with the Challenger explosion.
well,
Because we actually had a physicist come in to the school and explain what had happened. And this was after Feinstein's like big demonstration with the glass ice water.
but yeah, that killed me when I watched a documentary about it and the scientist that came home and he's like, "Well, we just killed like six. We're gonna kill six people in the morning," to his wife because they weren't listening to him about the
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah, a
And he's
lot
like,
of
"Well,
people, a
we're gonna
lot of the
kill
engineers
six people
knew that
tomorrow."
this was a problem or trying to stop it, but no.
And it was just like that's how he left it to his wife. And the next day it happened, and he's like, "Well, there you go."
Yep, there you go. You should have listened. Like we weren't just trying to cost the American people money. We were in fact trying to save lives. you know?
I someone said that's like not crying hard enough at the 9/11 memorial. I probably wouldn't have cried hard at that either, because that whole day pissed me off.
I
I
I was about to say, like, I bet the 9/11 memorial, I would have just been pissed because for how many years was there just those two holes in the ground while they're fucking dithering over what the fuck to do? And I did find myself going like, well, we could rebuild. We could rebuild the towers somewhat, we
I
could try to
think
rebuild the towers, like we could do
I
something.
think the massive craters are enough of a statement. Um,
Yeah,
but
but I was like, I was of the opinion that if we had just started rebuilding, like that would have been the best thing for America. Like, clearly things were going to have to change, right? But if they're just going like, no, we're just going to rebuild them. We're just going to rebuild them. Fuck you. Fuck you. We're going to do this.
but
Um,
speaking of things that have turned, if we could turn back time, guess what the fucking morons at Federal Aeronautics Administration decided? You can wear your shoes through the TSA now.
I heard.
And I'm
I
still like,
heard.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I remember the times when you could just go into the airport.
I remember picking my dad up at the gate too.
Yeah. Yeah, you just go into the airport and
Even,
there was still like a security check, but it wasn't like insane,
yeah.
you
Hell,
know.
I remember him lighting up a smoke while he
Mhm.
was walking through the fucking airport.
Yep. What the fuck? Like, one of the things I think is very, 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 very frustrating about America, um, is that we give no real consideration to the emotional impact to anything.
No.
Unless it's like comic books and cartoons on television. Or gay people in movies. Then we care for some stupid reason. You
Where were
know.
you when you found out that Chucky Finster's mother died? I remember.
I didn't watch enough Rugrats. I just knew I just know about Rugrats enough to know who Chucky Finster is. Um
They did a whole Mother's Day episode where they explored his mother. And like, I remember that was like emotional damage at like 6.
Hey man, I watched Optimus Prime die before anyone knew that was going to happen. That was amazing. Like, that was one of the amazing moments of my childhood where I'm just like, "Oh my god, you can do that?
Horror Mom,
You
what was
can
your
do
dad's
that?"
previous job? And was your dad ever in construction? So, my dad had three major jobs throughout my life. He was a film professor for a little bit. He was working to be the film professor. He was working under the guy, kind of as like the teacher's aide, but he was trying to get his degree. Then my mom had my older brother. Then he started working at Pioneer, which is a place that made like roofing tar and like random construction shit. So technically kind of in construction, but on the selling end of the products you need to get shit done. Then he was the president of the Better Business Bureau for many years. And then he went around to other Better Business bureaus and fixed their bureaus. And he had fun firing people. Some people he was just waiting for the fuck up.
Oh
Give
man.
me a goddamn reason. And he would be on the news to do special reports about like scams and shit. And you can still find some on YouTube.
Oh, Better Business Bureau. I
I'm sad that it's like gone, to be very honest. It
yes.
really,
Yes.
but it got hit with so many scandals at one time, and then the rise of like Angie's List and like shit like that killed it.
Well, I think what really killed it was that corporate masters didn't like it
Oh
because
God, they hated
they
us.
hated it. Yeah, because okay, so there were times when all right, so I worked for once worked for a studio that was owned by Activision. Um
Was my dad Bob the Builder? I mean, kind of. He did find out that a Pioneer uh barrel that had their label on it ended up in a porn movie, and then he bought a copy for the CEOs and handed that out at Christmas.
oh my god, that's brilliant. Well, yeah.
Figure out who sent the barrels.
Yeah, well, so I worked at this place that was owned by Activision, and they didn't pay us for 2 weeks, and so I had to call them up, and I'm like, so we want, we're not going to do any more work until those paychecks are here because that's illegal. Now, this had already been a week fight. Like by the end of the first week when the paychecks weren't there, I was already talking to them. I was like, excuse me, what is up? Oh, well, no, I don't actually. I don't know. Explain it to me like I'm 5. And after about another week of this, I was like, okay, it's been 2 weeks.
I come from the school of Harlan Ellison. Fuck
I
you,
am
pay me.
going to. Do I need to contact the Better Business Bureau? They were there by the end of the day.
It used
They
to be a threat.
FedExed that shit.
My favorite is it ends up in a Kids in the Hall bit. They go to a freak show, and then the nosebleeder, like this guy's like freaky talent is that his nose will bleed. And then he's like, I'm not gonna bleed today. We're calling the Better Business Bureau. And they run off. And it's like, how far back, this shit goes. And weirdly enough, the founder of Coca-Cola was involved with the creation of the BBB. And if you went to BBB functions, there was always Coke products
Well, of course. By the way,
because
speaking
of
of
that.
Kids in the Hall, did you see Death on Holiday?
Yes.
What the shit?
God,
That
that
that that
fucking
show
show
is
is great.
really hard to explain.
It is. I was just happy they did things. And then
Yes.
you get the return of the Kids in the Hall where like you're seeing cock in the first episode.
Yeah.
Back when my back when my mom was alive. God bless her. She called me in like, you need to watch this right now. I'm like, Ma, just skip to like 6 minutes, 24 seconds. And I'm like, is that Dave Foley's cock? I just met him. You can't do this to me.
What's Death on Holiday? Death on
Death comes to town.
Death Comes to Town. That's it. Death Comes to Town. It's about ostensibly it is about death coming to this one town to kill one guy.
But
That's not the entire show. That's not
but
even
like
the majority of the show.
it creates a murder mystery around this guy's death.
Yeah, while Death is literally walking around, I forget who played Death. Was it Tom Foley?
I think
I can't I
was it
can't tell
Mark
them
McKinney?
apart.
Buddy, what? You got something for me? Oh my gosh. It's one of my lucky bracelets. Do you want to trade bracelets? Yeah. Are we trading bracelets? Which one do you want? Or do you want to pick one from the bag? Bag's over there. Or do you want one of the Harlan Ellison ones? Okay. The way this kid just snatched the bag of ghost bracelets.
Like, that means I have good luck.
You do have good luck. Here, square hammer.
So I said barely beyond.
You are officially on the square and on the level.
So I said beyond.
No,
Next.
it's not a date. We're just talking. Can you go now? I appreciate the bracelet. Thank you.
I also got.
Can you shut my door?
I got nothing to give.
No ukuleles.
Okay. Strangelove says that they met the Pound Puppy creator and former club kid James St. James. Wait, what?
Wow. Oh, fuck,
he
I
made
found something out
Pound
about
Puppies?
I found out something about Little Caesars Pizza and I'm proud to eat there now. Yeah, you can. Okay, you want to show my son is playing a game right now. And we got him a Destroy All Humans Stress Toy.
Oh.
Good job.
And also, someone broke my ukulele.
And I got you another one. Later.
And
Did he break his ukulele?
Me too.
I stepped on it.
Oh, okay.
It's not one of my proudest moments as a mom. But I found something out about the creator of Little Caesars and it blew my fucking mind. So
What?
first off, he used to be a baseball player, right? In like fucking Detroit.
Okay.
Injured his shoulder, started a pizza company with his wife. It becomes wildly successful. He ends up buying the team he used to work for, creating all these sports charities for kids. And then this little old lady gets beat up by honey, can you please leave?
I just gave you something.
I know, thank you. It's the crawling hand. I appreciate it. Anyway, so this little old lady gets beat up, like assaulted in her home. This guy pays to move her to a better area, also pays for all her medical bills and the rent for the rest of her life. Do you want to know who that little lady was? And points if you know it in the chat.
I don't.
Rosa fucking Parks.
Oh. And
I'm like,
I see.
I'm gonna keep eating Little Caesars till the day I die. I don't care if it's cheap ass pizza.
Cool.
That is good pizza.
Well, the thing I appreciate about Little Caesars Pizza over a lot of other chain pizza huts is it's very cheap, and for the price, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's not the best pizza you will ever have, but you're like,
it gets
yeah,
the
it'll
job done.
do. This'll do. You know, I only paid
And they
like
aren't
30
raising
bucks
their
for it.
prices with the tariffs and everything happening and inflation and all that.
Yeah. Oh,
Rosa Parks, not enough time to answer.
Let's see. No, the original Pound Puppies creator, not the guy who shot the dude.
Really?
But was friends with the dude who shot the dude. Like that's the movie Party Monsters about, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
You know,
I
like
thought about
I
Pound
wasn't
Puppies in forever.
really keyed into like that part of the whole party rave scene. I was more keyed into like the Crystal Method crowd. Who they went to jail for 6 years.
Jesus.
You know, for dealing a lot of ecstasy. Because not only were they musicians, they were drug dealers. What? The band called Crystal Method? How dare?
Yeah.
You know, so they were pretty big. They were big drug dealers in the scene. Like, there used to be shows where you would pay your $20 and the $20 would just come with a tab.
That's legit.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
nice.
legit. Like, it was pretty legit. Yeah, Macaulay Culkin plays the guy that shot the other guy that lived with him. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. I did have the right James St. James. I just didn't realize he wasn't the dude what shot the guy. He was just the dude what was there. Oh, wait, isn't James St. James the guy who actually wrote the book that the movie was based on?
What the fuck is with popular media that I like being based around murder? Because not too long ago, I watched Lords of Chaos again.
Sometimes creative people are really intense,
Yeah,
you know.
I will say, watching Lords of Chaos in a theater with people, they were not expecting the fucking cat scene. And that was fun.
No.
It was fun to
Yeah.
watch people walk out of a fucking theater.
Yep. Yeah, I forget who played James St. James in the Party Monster movie. Wasn't Macaulay
That
Culkin. Was it Seth
was the,
Green?
I was about to say, I just
Yeah,
remember
Seth
Marilyn
Green. Oh,
Manson's
yeah. Strange to say,
cameo.
he was played by Seth Green. Yeah, okay.
I just remember the Marilyn Manson cameo.
Yes. I've I've done or been involved with most of the stuff that happened in that movie, except for the murder and cover up of a murder.
One more thing to sell.
You sound like the grandpa from Jackie Chan Adventures. And one more thing.
You
Come
went
here.
to play this down and you got scared.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh,
He got
hold
a
on.
Jurassic Park mask and
Ooh.
it growls.
Oh my god.
And what do we scared him?
Yeah, you scared him. Good job.
And now for part.
No,
Hold on. I'm
please.
gonna get fill my coffee. Choked on my own vape like a
He's
fool.
Hey, bud. Can we stop growling?
Is that twinkle? What is that twinkle?
You want that?
What? It's still good?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one thing for my
No.
good luck.
Okay. Shake it up and then go in the living room, please. Go watch Pee-wee's Playhouse or Hocus Pocus.
Tell him to move TV's Playhouse my way.
Yeah, I told him about. He knows about the Pee-wee's Playhouse movie. He knows about Pee-wee's Big
Okay.
Adventure.
Oh, he just got a new one.
Okay, can you please go?
Cast on that pop.
You can have if you stay gone, you can have the whole damn bag of popcorn.
What?
You-
You like that new room?
yes, you got a new. You didn't get a new room. It was redecorated. Jesus. Yes, we were keeping him in the basement, and then we decided to move him to the small shed. Fucking hell.
Stay at my
Joys of
shed.
being a mother. He made me like two things.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, why do you like Leatherface so much? Because he is an all-American boy that defended his home from people that were breaking in. He's special needs, had a goddamn job, very family oriented, and successful, and brother to a veteran. I'm sorry. He is an all-American boy, and we love Bubba Sawyer in this house.
Oh man.
He was not expecting that answer. But goddamn did I give it. And then it started pissing down rain. I mean, it was just, I was planning on mowing the lawn today. I was planning on doing a lot of shit. We're getting a lot of rain up north. And I get this kid, right? I hear him laughing and talking in my room. And I'm like, I don't like that. That's just
Uh-oh.
creepy. No, thank you. What the hell are you doing in here? Oh, I'm talking to Mother Nature. And I'm telling her to quit it with the rain so you can mow the lawn. Well, thank you for communing with the Earth Spirit. Did she say anything good? Oh no, she's just being mean and making it rain harder. Got it, got it. Thanks. Don't have spooky children, people. Just
Yeah.
don't get a kid like mine that will act like my dad called him Damien because he was doing a lot of that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. And my dad's like, it's all for you, Damien. Who's Damien? The Antichrist. Oh, yeah. It's fun. It's fun. And he went, what? It's fun being the Antichrist? It is because everybody has to listen to me. They think I'm really cute, but I'm actually not. And then I just have to talk to the masses and everyone's going to be nice to me. And it's like the fact that you had an answer.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh man.
I always knew, like, at least he's got hobbies. At least he's got a career path. Um, but I try not to dwell on that too much.
Oh my god. Oh. Well.
All, all kids are spooky, and so are old people.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
I'm planning to be the spookiest old guy.
Well,
I've only got like what? I got 20 years left to train before I can officially be that spooky old guy. Just annoy people, you know.
Tell him how old I am.
yeah, he knows you turned 6. Everyone wished you a happy birthday the last time you interrupted 90 times.
And then before you even sung, I just
Yeah.
rode.
Okay, honey. Honey. Did I ask you to stop interrupting?
No, so I can follow this.
You can take whatever pillow if you just keep out of here for like a couple hours.
And when you're done checking, I can talk. Do you?
You hear this? I'm
I'm
having to
hearing
negotiate
this.
with the
I'm hearing
tiniest
this.
terrorist. Yes. Okay. Shake on it. Thank you.
Get some of
We can witness the shake. There you go.
Yes, witnessed.
The one that I know.
Can't stop it, Ned Harley. Gotta let it run its
Okay,
course.
honey, yes, it's a fine photo. You don't need to be showing your baby photos on stream. Get out. Okay, take the Rice Krispie treat and go.
Yeah. Go.
Bye, buddy.
Goo goo gaga.
Can you just go? What in the fuck was that?
Channeling ghosts? I don't know.
Anyway, I had to deal with a dead body.
Oh no. Well, I
This
mean,
week.
that is an occupational hazard.
It is an occupational hazard, and the person that actually was supposed to be taking care of this person wasn't there, so they died while I was there, and I'm like, I guess I'll do corpse cleanup and
Whew.
well, I call it corpse cleanup. It's called postmortem care, but corpse cleanup just rolls off the tongue better. And she still had a roommate in the room with her. And as I'm taking the roommate to bed, we've closed off her side of the room to give her and her family some privacy. She doesn't look good. She doesn't look good at all. Oh, Lord. And then she just went to bed. And I'm like, yes, most people don't look good after they stop breathing.
Ooh.
Hate to be the one to break that to you, but it took them so long.
Yeah.
This woman died at 7:30 and the funeral home didn't show up until 1 in the morning. I have never been more pissed off in my life. Like, I'm sorry, was there like a massacre on a bus? What took you so long? Well, there's paperwork we have to no. I don't want to hear about paperwork. I don't want to hear about call logs. I don't care. Get her out of here.
Good Lord. Man,
Ex-
one of the things that I've been noticing is how long I've been doing the internet thing. After over 10 years, after almost 15, you'd think I'd be better at this. No,
Yeah.
no, no. Sometimes you just hit the limit of giving a shit. And you're like, no, maybe it's being 50. Maybe it's just the fact that the internet is a fucking moronic cesspool of depravity.
Yeah.
And actually, it's not the traditional depravity that bothers me. It's the Nazi depravity.
The Nazi shit is hurtful to the brain.
It's very hurtful, but like it does demonstrate something I've known for quite some time, which is, man, America has a Nazi problem. It has one, it has had one, and now we're finally hopefully starting to deal with it, but oh God. It's fucking crazy. The modern face of evil is so depressing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what's the modern face of evil? It's a guy white guy in his parents' basement sharing racist memes. That's the current face of evil. And
Or the good old boys
yeah,
that, don't like them ones over there.
yeah.
They done took our jobs.
Yeah, took our jobs. And I'm like, they didn't take your jobs vanished.
So,
Unless you want to blame the company, which sure, I'll go with that.
though, one of the fuckheads that is running the country right now has said that if people that lost their Medicaid or are going to be losing their Medicaid, they could fill in the jobs that the migrants will, the spaces that the migrants will leave.
Yeah.
So you want
Yeah.
babies and seniors make up 40% of what they're taking away. So by all means, grandma get to picking watermelons.
Yeah. Yeah, go
I want to
for it.
see a toddler trying to pick corn. I want to see it.
Actually,
Make it
one of
happen.
the craziest things that I heard was, no, they're only taking Medicaid away from all the illegals.
That
Illegals
weren't
don't
on
get
Medicaid.
They're undocumented. That's why they're illegal. If they're undocumented, they can't collect benefits. Yeah, fucking cheesehead. There's some people where I just honestly, I'm like, no, you was always stupid.
Well,
You're the fact that you are allowed to continue making decisions is a failure of society.
like I was saying earlier, that it's fun to see these people have the turnaround moment. And this one girl made a TikTok at the beginning of the presidency, dancing and singing, and oh my God, things are going to get cheaper. And then cut to now, where she's crying because her benefits are about to get cut. And this isn't what I voted for. You fucked around, now you found out.
Found out. Like, are you going to continue to find out? Or are you just going to dig your hole back into the fucking sand and be like, oh, Trump, will you fix the problem that you deliberately caused? This is the thing that, like, gets me. That's the thing that gets me, where I have never seen such a denial of reality on such a huge scale. And I'm including all my, like...
Let me guess, she's white.
Of course.
Yes. Duh.
Fucking of course. Like, oh, he was going to save you from the evil big bad black president and the guy what worked for the evil big black president. Are you fucking serious? Like, fucking come on. You couldn't even deal with the white guy that was okay with the black guy?
He was down with the homies, dude.
Well, as much as a presidential candidate can be, I guess. Well, no, actually, there's Obama.
I wonder. Was Biden invited to the cookout?
He was.
I mean, kind
he
of.
He was definitely. There's definitely a little bit of tolerance going on there.
It feels like a +1 situation.
Yeah. It's like, you invite Obama, you expect Biden to come along. They're like, well, we don't hate Biden, but man, he's kind of he has to stop trying so hard.
Yeah.
But holy crap. I will take there are like crack addicts that would make better presidents than Trump.
Yeah.
Like flat out crack addicts that are high right now.
Okay. And my dad said something the other day, and he's like, I miss presidents like Carter and Reagan.
Ouch.
And I'm like, Dad, you
Ouch.
can't possibly mean that. And he went, they were dumb, but they got shit done. But they were dumb, not this
This
dumb. And I'm
dumb.
like,
Yeah. Well, it was like, hey, let's elect one of the smartest black guys to be president. The response to that, let's elect one of the dumbest white guys. Which I didn't even know that was a pendulum that could swing.
yeah.
You know, because it's not like, you know, let me put it this way. I don't like Mitt Romney, but I got why he was the candidate.
Yeah.
Like that, his candidacy made sense. You know, it's like,
McCain
okay.
made sense.
McCain made
too.
sense. You know, I didn't want him to be president, but like, I was like,
God, no.
You know. But then those guys were out. And I guess all you have at that point is the Trumps. Like, all you have at that point is like cult members, people who are so willing to join a cult, so willing, can't fucking wait. Can't fucking wait for a cult that will have them as a member. You know, because all the other cults were like, yeah, that's okay. You can, why don't you stay over there? You didn't pass the intelligence test.
You should tell him your.
He's seen it because you threw it at me last time. Buddy, just go to bed. What are you doing up? It's almost 11 o'clock.
Can we switch?
Oh my God, you can take the entire bag if you want.
No, I don't want a entire bag. It's just this belly.
This one falls off your wrist. I do have smaller ones. I know I do. Here, I have a Searchlight, C-Store, and right here, right now. Actually, C-Store would probably fit you best.
Yeah, Bush Jr. was super stupid, but then the Republican Party said, "Hold on to your butts. We ain't seen nothing yet."
You really hadn't. Buddy, what? Oh my gosh, okay. You love me. I'm so happy. Can you go? There are two other people in this house to cuddle. Can you go? I love you, please.
I get me in here.
Tommy, I'm trying to talk.
But I thought you were done.
Okay, what's your opinion of the president?
It was amazing.
Yeah, the president of the United States. And you're allowed to use the words that mommy uses.
Two, he's the guy who makes all the power.
He's the guy that has all the power. And what do you think of him?
And someone died, and it's literally the president.
No, Edgar Allan Poe was never the president. I wish he was. We would have had a goth USA.
That would have been pretty amazing.
One video of him.
Babe.
Is he really dead?
Yeah. Edgar Allan Poe died in 1849, honey.
And it's heavy.
Yeah. Thank you. It's from Michael's from last Halloween.
Oh.
And a train moving around.
Yeah. Can you go?
You're like,
Do I need to call Sam?
you're like baby.
Yeah, I did last Halloween. Next. Come on, go.
Mom,
To Scoochie. Get to Scoochie. Get to Scoochie. No. Tommy, do you want? I will give you my Hooper doll, please.
okay.
Get to going.
Give me.
Get you Hooper. Yes. Here's Hooper. Red.
Wait, if
Beetlejuice?
I'm
I will
leaving.
give you all the stuff. Just please. An hour and a half.
I'm leaving.
I'm weaving, all right? What are you weaving? A tapestry? Damn. The amount of things that I just had to hand that boy to get him to go. Yes, he is a trip. And when he said that video of Edgar Allan Poe, I showed him Jeffrey Combs playing Poe on stage
Hmm.
and told him it was the real deal. And he bought that shit. Because kids are gullible as fuck.
Yep.
Love that about him.
Oh man. Riggs says I miss when you had a plan for what you had to do. When you needed a plan for what you had to do. I know, right?
Yeah.
I expect see, I don't need a plan. I expect the president of the United States to have one.
How how are you already back? Please go. But
And what
okay.
about this Epstein shit? Are we still talking about Epstein? Christ, you people, that was so long ago.
I'm it's sitting in my Redbubble cart right now. I'm getting a t-shirt of Trump and Epstein together.
Yeah, because
Because I think more people need to remember that.
Give those.
Are you giving me Beetlejuice and Redback? Thank you.
Yeah, they're not. They're too much for me.
Okay, but Hooper's not.
Oh.
He watched Jaws the other day, everybody.
okay, that Hooper. Okay,
Yeah, Matt
so I was
Hooper.
imagining like Hooper. I was imagining there was a character from Texas Chainsaw that I'd forgotten about.
Oh no. He actually me and my dad were watching Jaws and he's like, "What's this?" And we're like, "Sit your ass
It's a
down."
giant
Um
shark movie. It's awesome.
and we really thought like he would nope out when the Kitchener kid got killed. Nope. He just went, "Why did the shark eat that little boy?"
He was in the way.
Actually most sharks go after boogie boards, big floats like that or surfboards because they look like seals and sharks are nearsighted as shit and thinks it's food and then it tries to chomp and most people are on those things and then they go chomp and then they get chomped. um but yeah, he sat through that entire thing and then is obsessed with shark cages. He wants to go to Jaws Island because I showed him the photos of when I visited Martha's Vineyard as a child
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
we did the little Jaws trip. Um, so he's like, Mom, I want to go to Jaws Island too. Okay, start saving up to go to Martha's fucking Vineyard. One of the whitest places in the world, let me tell you.
Oh man,
But yeah, I have the Trump Epstein shirt and I'm just like, cool.
cool. Yeah.
That's gonna be my one of my statements.
Yep. Well, just fuck it. Just well.
We're back as well. He's too much for me.
Okay, can you please find something to watch and stay out of here for a bit?
I'll just take this.
Okay, go.
I
Because if there's a little lady that needs a little Richard Dreyfuss in her life,
yes.
it's me.
Oh,
And
Martha's Vineyard, you exist.
yeah, and the same townsfolk that like wanted to be in the movie were the same ones bitching about the movie on their island. So,
My
and I was
God.
like, that one bitch that's got the black hair that says that they'll never be islanders. That's also the I don't find this funny. I don't find this funny at all. I'm like, I bet you were like the number one that was like, I can't believe they're shooting here. But give
Mm-hmm.
me my 5 minutes because I run the hotel that you're all staying at. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I posted
Oh,
the picture for Horror Mom. Could you show her? There's a picture?
There's a picture. Let me find that. Aha.
Is it in the shit pit?
It's
Oh yeah, Jimmy Swaggart died. Little kid picking corn.
Children of the Corn. Aliens turns 40 next year. Oh man.
Sick. Same year that seems like Ice Nine Kills is gonna be doing sci-fi shit.
I saw that. I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's neat.
You know, because I like Ice Nine Kills. They're not like one of my top bands, but it's like I like seeing that they're making albums.
It's cool to see them, and
Oh
they're
yeah,
really
yeah,
great
yeah.
live.
Their shows are really cool. I'm just like, I'm the right demographic except for my age. Like I'm a little old, you know, and I'm like, oh, you know, that's about as much like energy as I can muster at a fucking
Buddy,
concert.
Give you my chicken jockey.
I don't want a chicken jockey. Honey, you just need to go.
I'm just gonna take the Beetlejuice.
Okay, then please go for a while. This boy. Keep in
Oh,
mind, I've been home all day. He has been with me the last 3 days. I was sick yesterday. I came home early. He's been with me the entire time.
oh, by the way, that reminds me. Speaking of situations that are vaguely like that.
Yes. Being sick at work.
No, not being sick at work, but having something be around like all day and going, well,
How could you want more attention?
you want more time? Okay, so early this morning, like 4 a.m., the neighbor's cat actually mustered the courage to enter the apartment, our apartment.
Wow.
So he was a little scared at first, but then he went into the closet, that closet right there, where he still is. He's still in there. In fact, I shall confirm the
Yes.
truth.
There, the infernal beating of the heart. Those pants are interesting. How can you tell Rachel has attention deficit? Because instead of looking for the cat,
12
she goes,
hours.
those pants are
Back
cool.
there. He is not in pain. He does not appear to be distressed. He's just in there.
Okay.
He can get out. There's a clear path between him and the door. He just doesn't want to leave. So if you see a cat that isn't Gomez, you're not hallucinating. It means he just finally crawled out of the closet.
They got to experience this. You didn't. Well, I should have been looking for the cat.
Mm-hmm.
I instead went, those are cool pants. I'm like, yeah, they're, you know, if anyone ever questions, Rachel says that she has attention deficit, but does she really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do. It's the most, it is very, very frustrating to have ADD and to be ADHD and try to fucking. No, he's not sick or injured. He's definitely not injured. I don't think he's sick because he's not acting sluggish. He is rapt at attention. He's just in the closet. And I'm
sure
like,
that cat is not Tom Cruise.
No, he's not Tom Cruise. You know, but I look at the closet, he just looks up at me like, burp.
Okay.
You know, like, oh, okay, you're alert, you're okay. If he was female, I'd be like, you about to have kittens.
That would be sus.
That would be sus. Yes. The only thing that I can figure is that he does live with 2 dogs, and maybe
And he
he
needs some chill out
just needs
time.
some space. You know, he lives with two dogs and another cat. And the dogs are hyper. Like, I think the calmest Massimo is when he's in our apartment.
Oh,
Because there, he's like, hello, I'll just sit
I,
here and everything will be cool. He
I'm
goes
gonna use Josh and you as
upstairs.
a couch.
Yeah, he goes upstairs. Run all over the place. You know, it's all I can think of. But I am gonna want to close this door at some point, just in case like Jason tries to get in. You know, want at least a door between me and the fucking machete. But I don't mind having him here. I've got that worry, like, oh God, is he okay? He seems okay. He doesn't seem to be in pain
You want
or
some food, dude?
yeah. Yeah, and he want kitty treats. Like, I figure at some point he's gonna want to eat. He's not
But
trapped. You know, he's just snuck in the little closet area. Just doesn't seem to care to come out. Has he interacted with Gomez before? He has. They've already gone through the customary hissing phase.
hmm.
Now they're like okay with each other. I think they actually do play because I watch them. I find them occasionally doing cat boxing, but they're not hissing. You know, which I'd never seen before. I'd never seen cats do this without going. No, they don't. They
Yeah.
don't do that. They're literally just pawing each other. Um, and Gomez does not seem to be mind that he is in his spot. Like that was the thing that I was really surprised at. I was like, oh, Gomez not gonna like that. He doesn't like it when other animals are in his spot. Oh,
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry, someone's here. Oh
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, he's just like, and then he like stood guard in front of the closet
Oh,
door. You know, and I was like, oh, kitties, little cat colony behavior. You know, yeah. Sometimes cats do hide for a long time. You know,
yeah.
maybe he needs a maybe he needs
What the
to
fuck? Oh.
maybe just needs to like he just needs some time. You know, I was expecting they'd leave like a little sooner though.
Very good, Mom. And never hurt me. I am going to will get something very special for you on your birthday.
My birthday isn't until May 19th of next year. Please go.
So,
He's seen the Ghostbusters backpack. He's heard your Shemp and he's heard your Curly too.
oh,
Yes, he's seen that. Baby, please. Buddy, go. Okay.
Small child.
We're just throwing shit now?
I'll try
Please,
to catch.
please go. I don't want to play catch with a bottle of nail polish. Please go. Leave. Shut the door. It reminds me, I was watching a documentary the other day.
Sorry.
No, my son, who's very, very cute and runs around a lot and likes to see what me and my dad are doing. Tubi has a documentary called I Knew It Was You, The Story of John Cazale, um, which is about the guy that played Fredo in The Godfather and the five
Oh,
films he made before he passed. Because he was only in five movies. You'd be surprised. It's about half hour long. People should check it out because incredible that guy actor that not a lot of people know the name of. But my son sees him and goes, "Is that an alien?" And I'm like, "No, that's just a very strange looking Italian man." Um,
oh man, the last good book I read was Providence by Alan Moore. which was his. That somebody was asking, anyone read a good book? That'd be Briggs. Briggs was asking.
Ah,
Have you read Providence by Alan Moore by
no.
chance? Okay. Um, there was this period of time when everyone was like, "Why is Alan Moore always writing about rape?" And I was like, "What?"
What?
I was like, I thought about it, and I went back through his work, and I was like, "Oh yeah, there is rape is a theme that he deals with a lot."
Yeah,
You know, it's never considered good or warranted or excusable.
but it
Um,
is there.
but it's there. But I
Uh,
was suddenly but I was wondering why suddenly everyone was like saying that.
yeah.
I read Providence, and I'm like,
This is it.
this is it. This is the scene. This is the scene everyone's thinking about because it it's it's basically Shadow over Innsmouth
Mhm.
retold in like 2000.
Oh, wow.
And rather than just saying unspeakable ritual or, the taboo and the degenerate, the story is actually about fishmen raping women. And there
Eh,
is a like it's not as intense as I Spit on Your Grave, but it goes on for like an entire issue.
Ew.
And you are like, whoa. I mean, the thing is it's not that graphic. But it is brutal. If you know what I mean by the difference.
Yeah.
You know. So I was like, oh, this is where that comes from. All right. All right, I get it
Nice.
now. I mean, with that said, it's a really good story. He made a follow-up called Providence. Sorry, the first one was called Neonomicon. That's the one I just read. He made a follow-up called Providence that I haven't read yet, but it's apparently also really good.
Uh,
Because it's very much like Lovecraft a la Brian Usna. Like what if that type of shit was the actual mythos canon? Where it's strange drugs and sex rituals, and that's what is really going on.
uh, People are going to be shocked. Even though I was apparently sitting on Harlan Ellison's greatest hits. But no, recently I've been reading this Listen to the Echoes, which is interviews with Ray
Oh,
Bradbury. And then I also got original copy of The Exorcist. Um, so I've been reading that bad boy. And just a studly ass picture of William Peter Blatty on the back. Look at that shit. I mean, oof. But yeah, that's what I've been into lately. I tried so hard. You're Everybody might laugh at me for this, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, thank God, she's not doing the Ellison shit anymore." I still am. I'm very annoying about it. Trust me. Oh yeah, I've got this other book that I've been meaning to read. Time Hoppers by Bob Silverberg. Um, which I mean, I just wanted to get into Silverberg a little bit. Keep it right there next to other guy that isn't. God damn it, I lost his name. Yeah, Ted Sturgeon. Keep it with a Ted Sturgeon book. Uh, I tried
creator
really
of
hard.
Killdozer.
Exarca fucking late. And also, he had like fucking 6 kids by like 3 different women. He was a fuck nut like everybody else. Doesn't matter. Um, I tried really hard, guys, to read Jaws. I'm like, it's the 50th anniversary of the movie. The Peter Benchley novels right here. You know something? I'm gonna give it a shot. The characters are all unlikable. There's like this weird like subplot about how the mafia is involved with keeping the town afloat, and that's why the mayor doesn't want to shut down the beaches. Hooper has an affair with Brody's wife, and I'm like, you know something? After 3 chapters, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not a very good book.
Oh, I want more shark shit. Where's the stuff about the shark? I just want the shark.
Oh.
Richard Dreyfuss would never.
Oh, man. Chat, everybody, I got a question.